What is going on, everybody? I know it has been quite a while since I've posted a video. It has been, I believe, like 15 days or something. I am extremely sorry about that, all right? I've been traveling, as I've previously addressed in my other videos. I was in North Carolina, and I have been back home for a couple of days, but I've just had a lot going on. When I was in North Carolina, I wasn't able to upload videos because the internet up there is just absolutely horrible. But I was able to post quite a few Instagram and TikTok videos, so you guys should go mess with that. Ego lift on every platform. While I was in North Carolina, well, the day before I left North Carolina, I did mess up my thumb, which is actually the reason why I haven't uploaded anything since I've been back home. Because when I was in North Carolina, it was getting better, but when I came back here and I was working out at my gym, the handles on my chest press are really awkward, and it completely re-irritated my thumb. So I'll get back to that in a minute. But while I was also over there, the cold plus this leg extension I used at this gym I went at completely obliterated my left knee again. So I'm just completely fucking disabled. You get me? Like I can't do shit. I come back home and I can't even fucking work out properly anymore. Might as well throw me in a wheelchair and like tie me onto that shit. Like I can't do anything. So I haven't been able to work out for a couple of days. And so I am experimenting today. I'm going to work out, but I'm going to do sort of like a full body day, except I'm not going to do a chest press or a shoulder press. I'm not going to do any kind of pressing so that I don't mess up my thumb. Because, man, it has been torture. My mental health has been in the fucking gutter because I have not been able to do anything. I literally can't even hold my phone properly in my right hand. I can't do nothing. So we're going to, like I said, we're going to do it like a sort of like a full body day, but I'm going to have to skip chest and shoulder and front delt because the flies at my gym are just absolutely horse piss. So, we'll get to that. But today, or right now, I'm going to take some pre-workout. Yeah, I don't have an energy drink, but I do got some pre-workout, man. Oh, fuck. Am I the only one that opens the pre-workout and I sniff that shit? It smells fucking amazing. This is that Miami bucked up. I don't know. It just smells absolutely amazing. So hold on. Let me take this real quick and then we start driving to the gym. Hold on now. I gotta lock in. Woo! All right. Let's go. I am in a good mood. I'm actually fucking working out today. I haven't worked out in 2 or 3 days. I tapped into isometrics and static holds. I mean, I only did it for 1 day. And so I'm planning on doing that on a consistent basis. My bad, fuck. I'm going to do the static holds and isometrics after each push day, because it's best to do them at the end of your sessions of the whatever muscle group you're doing it for. I hope that makes sense. I don't know. I'm just really excited. I can't even speak. I sound like a fucking retard right now, but who cares? I'm in a good mood. I'm recording a YouTube video. We are fucking locked in, all right? I am going to Tampa in, I believe, 4 or 5 days. And I just absolutely love Tampa, man. The weather up there is amazing. The traffic up there is pretty bearable. And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but the fitness scene in Tampa is just amazing over there. All of their gyms are amazing. And my favorite gym is Counterculture. Counterculture has been rising in popularity the past year and a half or so, 2 years. And I'm proud to say that I was going over there before the influx of influencers and everything, or at least from what I'm aware of. My first time over there, I literally, was it my first time or maybe it was my second time there? I ran into Chris Tren, one of the Tren twins. And then I also saw Genetic Anomaly as well. And I was in the background of one of his YouTube videos. I sound like a fanboy right now, but you know what? I'm allowed to be a fanboy, all right? These are people that I look up to, especially when it comes to the Tren twins. I was watching the Tren twins since they had like 1,000 subscribers or something. I watched one of their first YouTube videos. Whatever, let's skip past all that. Yeah, I'm super excited to go to Tampa, so I'm very locked in on recovering my thumb, because like I said, my knee is perfectly fine already, but my thumb is not. It's doing a lot better today, which is why I'm working out, even though I'm going to avoid anything that requires pressing with my thumb. But yeah, I want to be fully healthy when I'm up there for obviously for enjoyment purposes, but for content as well. It's an earlier lift today. It's noon exact. It's right 12 right on the dot. I typically work out. I get to the gym at like 4. I actually do plan on working out earlier during the day because I don't know, I feel like it would just be better. I feel like it would be better for me to work out like as early as possible, like right when I wake up. Right when I wake up, you know, I'll drink 50 ounces or so of water with electrolytes. I get my pre-workout meal in. It's nice and early. I get to take caffeine and get 0 negative side effects during the night. Even though when I do work out at 4, I take caffeine and I don't have like any negative side effects, because caffeine has a half-life of 6 hours or so, and so by the time I go to bed, the caffeine is already worn off, but like barely. So I feel like getting a lift in at around noon or even earlier, I'll have absolutely 0 caffeine left in my system, and my quality of sleep will just be so much better. North Carolina was actually such a blast. I had a great time over there. I got to see family, you know, people who I hold very dear to my heart. I was up there for a week, and it was just great. You know, it wasn't very ideal in terms of living situation and staying on my goals, because their house is under construction, but it doesn't matter, because like I said, I got to spend time with people who I hold very dear, and that quality time was quite special to me, and it was very memorable. I had a fantastic time. I did eat like a gluttonous little piggy. My bad, my tripod fell. I did eat like a gluttonous little piggy, you know, the entire week, but I was getting my steps in, and I did hit 2 full body days the whole week that I was there. So I only gained about half a pound or so, which I am extremely proud of, because like I said, I was getting all my steps in, and I worked out. It was great. I wasn't tracking my food, but I was like guesstimating my nutrition. Not my calories. I was just eating pretty much whatever. But I was trying to make sure I was getting in, you know, decent vitamins. I brought my supplements. I was making sure I was getting an adequate amount of protein. I definitely was fueled up on carbs. You know what's actually crazy, because pre the trip, I was cutting. The reason I'm not cutting right now is because, like I said, I have my injuries, so I'm eating in a maintenance so that I eat higher fats, and so my body will be able to help me recover a little faster. Oh, yeah, man, since I was off diet, it was very interesting to see how like my glycogen stores restored, and I just looked fuller. My muscles were definitely like, they just looked bigger. And it was definitely, it was new. Like, I've cut before and I've seen the difference before. But like seeing how pumped up I got from the workout and seeing my posing and just seeing how much bigger I looked was surprising. And even though it's so odd because I feel like I'm not as lean, even though I only gained half a pound or so. I'm just gonna say I gained 1.5 pounds. I gained 1.5 pounds, and I don't feel like I'm as lean somehow, but I feel bigger. So I really don't understand how that works, but I feel like it's just in my head. But I rather feel bigger. Like, I don't feel fatter, but I don't look as lean. Maybe it's just because like the lighting differences. We'll see today if I do a pose down or not. You know, it is not a Reese video if I'm not complaining about traffic. I don't understand how no matter what time I'm driving, there is always so many cars on the fucking highway, and they just love like clustering up together and blocking like each lane. I do not understand this. The thing is, for me, like, I drive a lot, right? So driving and complaining about traffic is just like an easy conversation starter for me. So like I do feel like it will come off annoying in my videos, but for me, I have a hard time starting up conversation, so I have to do whatever I can to just get me speaking, and then I get the ball rolling, and then like it just, I don't shut the fuck up from there. I had a great, let's talk about North Carolina for a bit. I had a great time there. We went, I saw snow for the first time. Yeah, man, I saw snow for the first time. It was only for a day. How do I go to North Carolina during a snowstorm warning, and the snowstorm just like dang near completely evaded North Carolina? Where the house I was staying at, my aunt's house, she lives on top of this mountain, and so I don't remember what it was called. It was called a something tongue. So it's this rare phenomenon where the higher up you are, the less cold it is. How the fuck does that make sense? Like, you know, I don't even know how that works. But I was dang near not going to see snow. The whole thing was I was going up there so I could see snow during a fucking snowstorm. You're telling me I only got to see snow for one day? And then guess what? The day I left, I got back home, the snow was from the floor. This is the floor. It was up to here. It's snowing like crazy over there now. I don't understand. I'm still extremely grateful I got to appreciate the cold weather because it's very humid where I live here. But I actually love the cold. So I got to appreciate the amazing cold weather. I got to see snow for the first time, even though it was for a day and it was very minimal. I'm just extraordinarily grateful. I even went sledding. Man, sledding was fun, man. Oh my gosh. I was just like, I was flying down that little mountain, that little hill, man. And it was cold. It was so cold the day we were sledding. Holy shit, my hands literally felt like, my hands were not on my body. It was painfully cold. And my lips got so dry. Like this is something that I've never experienced before. Typically I walk outside and my ass is already sweating. So to experience cold to the point where my hands feel non-existent, they feel numb, and my lips are super dry, like I was just grateful to experience something so new. And I honestly feel like I personally enjoy the countryside more than the city. Now the city definitely has its the city definitely has its pros. One of them being better internet and better service. But other than that, just the countryside. Fuck! My stupid ass tripod keeps doing the stanky leg and falling over. Like, I said this in my last video, I really need to get one of those like mounts that I could put on my windshield. The people in the country, like in the mountains areas, are just so kind. I can actually like talk to a stranger. I can walk up to a stranger and say hello, and they're actually going to look me in the eye and say hello back to me and have an actual conversation with me. These motherfuckers here, I say hello to them and they look at me like as if I'm gonna fucking rob them. Like, are we serious? Like, I'm a very social person. I want to be able to speak to people. I love meeting new people. I love connecting with new people. And I can't even do that shit here. Everybody over there is so kind. And it's just so peaceful over there. The scenery is just amazing. It's just amazing. All the buildings here just look the fucking same. It is so dull and so depressing that all the cars here are the same. All the fucking buildings are the same. Everything is just the same here, and there's so much variety over there. Well, the vehicles are the same thing over there as well, because everybody, since it's more mountains, everybody drives like 4-wheel SUVs and trucks and everything like that. So there's not much, in my opinion, there's less variety of vehicles over there. But I don't know, other than that, everything else is just fantastic. Oh my gosh, you know what is amazing over there? The prices of everything. Everything is so cheap. Everything is so fucking cheap. And the cheat days over there are phenomenal as well. It is just so, when you think of like American gluttony, like if you guys ever seen the movie WALL-E and you see those fat fuckers that sit on the wheelchair because they're completely immobile, like if you could picture the food that they eat over, like that is what's over there. Like how are you gonna tell me? One of the places I ate at, I got mac and cheese and I got like 6 chicken strips that were covered in Dorito dust. They were covered in Dorito dust, and the mac and cheese, like I can't even fucking fathom it. It was amazing. And this other place I went to, I got this ginormous bowl of, once again, mac and cheese, pork, and like apple. Who thinks about mixing apple pie with pork and mac and cheese and French fries, like mixed all into one bowl? Who the fuck, like other than some white redneck fucking country bumpkin, is gonna mix all that shit together? I love that. I love that so much. Obviously, that's not something I would eat on a consistent basis, but man, the cheat days over there are fantastic. Now, in the country area, if you're somebody who really likes fish, then that is not going to be your spot, because those fuckers over there do not know how to make anything fish related. But I mean, that's fine by me. I'm not a super big fish guy, but but whatever, bro. Like I'm more like meat, burgers, fries. Like there's even some like Hispanic food over there as well, because I love spice. So everything is over there, just not so much like fish. But there's more variety over there as well, because over here everything is just fucking Hispanic, bro. Like, or everything is either Hispanic or sushi. Like, damn, bro. Like, I want some more variety here. There's so much variety over there. North Carolina is just fantastic. Honestly, like, maybe one day in the future I'd live over there. So far, the 2 places I've traveled to are the 2 places I would love to possibly live at. Like, I would love to live in Tampa, primarily for like the fitness scene. The fitness scene over there, like I stated earlier, is just fantastic. The gyms over there are amazing. The whatever, you get the fucking point. Everything fitness related over there is just amazing. But in North Carolina, just the environment, the community, the sense of community over there is just fantastic as well. But whatever, I'm done rambling like a autistic kid talking about Legos and Minecraft. I just arrived at my gym. I am excited to actually work out. I wish I was able to do chest and delts, front delts, but it is what it is. I'm just happy to be here. I'm trying to be more grateful for all of the blessings that I have. That caffeine definitely kicked in. I feel phenomenal. Let's hope that this feeling carries over to the actual workout, because lately I've been feeling amazing before I work out, and then my past like 3 gym sessions since I've been back home, I want to bash my head into a fucking cinder block until my face is all discombobulated. But let's work out, baby! Woo!
It's the only thing that slowly stops the ache, but it's made of all the things I have to take. Jesus never ends, it puts its way inside. If the pain is on,
What's going on, everybody? So I finished working out hours ago already. I'm gonna say like maybe 3 or 4 hours ago. I'm doing my cardio right now, and just to get a few extra steps in, I decided to walk to the gas station and to get one of these drinks right here. It was my motivation to get a few extra steps in. So basically it's a protein shake, and then I put some Diet Coke in here to make it more like a float. I've been seeing this a lot on TikTok, and if I had to rate it, I would give it maybe like a solid 7. Why am I don't know why I'm pretending like this is my first time drinking this. This is like my 3rd time having it. It's pretty good. But you're probably wondering what this glove is. It is my stent, my homemade stent for my thumb, my messed up thumb. So the reason I'm wearing this is because just to negate any micro movements or any unnecessary movements, I wear this briefly throughout the day because especially since I worked out today, I was trying to figure out what movements were going to mess with my thumb and what weren't. and it was very mildly irritated after working out. Now, when it comes to tendon related issues, when you're like doing stretches or anything like that, very mild irritation is okay. As long as it's not very sharp pain, then you'll be just fine. And then so another thing when it comes to tendon related injuries is having it completely immobile will actually make your tendon weaker, which you do not want, which is why I said I will only wear this briefly throughout the day. Just because it, like, due to habit of me, I'm right hand dominant, and so this is my right hand that I messed up. I'm always texting or I'm always trying to do things with my right hand, so this also just stops me from doing that accidentally. I do actually plan on taking it off for a bit in a moment. So I'm actually just sitting right outside the gas station. I just really, I'm trying to take in just being outside. The past few days that I've been home, like I said, my workouts were really bad, and I only was able to do like 2 workouts, and I haven't even gotten my steps in, to be honest with you. I've just been depressed since my thumb is messed up and my knee is messed up, which I actually wanted to get into that as well. I was not able to do any quad movements like I thought. My knee was feeling good, but then the second I was doing warm-ups on leg extensions, my knee started flaring up a bit. So I decided to just stick to my static stretches, and that was it today. That's fine. So as you guys saw from today's lift, I didn't do any chest pressing, shoulder pressing, upper back rows, or any just quad movements at all. So, I mean, it was partially a full body day. I'm still gonna put full body in the title, it is what it is, whatever. I'm just happy that I got to actually work out today, and it was very solid. I'm very grateful for that.